Our project name is Blockchain Based Carbon Reduction Challenge Platform, and I am Ananya Ghosh, and my teammate is Harshit Navati Harshit Gaur. So, we have come up with a new challenge platform for carbon reduction and rewards in the form of carbon credits. And this is a reduction challenge for carbon footprint reduction, blockchain based. This is the content. So, as I've explained the project, so carbon emission is a huge problem that is a global concern, including climate change. Hence, reduction of carbon emission is extremely important. Although industry level and organization level reductions are happening, but individual level reduction is important and it can create a huge difference. And so we come up with the blockchain based carbon credit reduction system. So in this blockchain, including blockchain will basically enhance the process, and also it will increase the transparency and engage the community, then give meaningful incentives. This is the problem statement description. How carbon offsetting and trading works. So this is our proposed solution. The project basically involves it encourages participants to make meaningful actions to reduce carbon emissions. It provides a transparent and secure platform for tracking carbon reduction activities, incentivize the participants with rewards in form of carbon credits, creates a public ledger showing the cumulative carbon reduction impact, and its gamification, like challenge based, includes social impact and blockchain transparency, so to inspire positive environmental change. So first there is challenge creations. We have created some challenges for the people. I'll show in the demo. So we have built the smart contracts to build the blockchain. Participants can register, their identity is validated using Ethereum, and Ethereum is the base of the blockchain. Smart contracts are built in Solidity. So this is the blockchain integration that we have done, and it is a novel project. No one else has ever done this project before, and so these are the differences between the existing systems and what our system does. The literature review, we have reviewed around 10 papers and we have included the review here. The project workflow, so the challenges are there, and after that the participant joins a challenge. First they validate themselves, enter the platform, they join a challenge, they complete the challenge, and they come back and submit a proof. So in normal blockchain we have proof of work, proof of stake. So in this case we have proof of reduction, carbon footprint reduction. So this carbon proof of carbon footprint reduction, this proof is updated in the block, and the block is proposed by the user. Now the other users in the same blockchain, the peers, will validate the block, the proof of reduction, and if it's validated by more than 51%, then it is accepted. The block is accepted in the blockchain. And the reward is basically the carbon credits that are assigned to each challenge. This is the high level data flow diagram and low level data flow diagram. The technology stack, I have told you, we are using Ethereum, Solidity for contract language. Front end, we are using Node, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Backend, Node.js. And so these are the steps. I'll explain it in the main demo. So these are the reason why we have used Ethereum and Solidity and all that. Some other tools that we have used, and for Ethereum specific tools we have used MetaMask, and we have used Web3.js for building the backend in Node.js, and Remix IDE we have used for writing the smart contracts and deploying them using MetaMask, and Ganache for getting the Ethereum ethers. So this shows the technology stack and then the entity relations diagram. Finally, we come to the workflow. So the users will register into the website filling his or her detail. We will give him a form containing questions to calculate his carbon footprint. Based on the answers he provides, so this is the questionnaire. There are around 40 questions, and based on that, the calculation of the carbon footprint is done. It's given how it's calculated based on the emission factor of each option and then calculating it in the end. So you can see it here. Then he can see the listed challenges in the website, and he can register in any of one of the challenges. So in a block, the challenges are challenge ID is included. So the user Ethereum ID, username, the challenge ID that he has registered, the present carbon footprint that was calculated, and then each challenge has its ID and time period and amount of reduction criteria and number of carbon credits that will be given. And once the player has done completing the challenge, he can come back and submit the proof of reduction. That is a validating thing in our blockchain. So maintaining security and and preventing fake information. In that, the proof of reduction he has to submit. This can be proofs like some pictures to prove that he has used efficient heating cooling system in home, or some utility bills, electricity bill. He has maybe used solar energy. He can click a picture, submit some proof, and eco-friendly product purchase bills, or some participation in some carbon offset programs. Anything can be a proof. All has to be uploaded, and the final carbon footprint is calculated, and the reduction is calculated from initial and final. If the reduction is correct, then the block is proposed, and the others in the blockchain has to validate the proof of reduction. If all the proof is correct, then the block is accepted or validated. Otherwise, it is rejected. After the block is accepted, only if it's accepted, then the carbon credit is given based on the level of the challenge. The amount of carbon credit is chosen and given. So this is the tech stack and how we have built it, the algorithm. So these are some screenshots that we have included. I will show all the live demo. So in a block, as I told, user ID, initial carbon footprint, challenge ID, proof of reduction, and new carbon footprint, carbon credits assigned. Now I'll go to the demo. So first I have made a MetaMask account. Now I have to open Ganache. This is Ganache. So in Ganache, I have to take this private key. Done. And then add account, import account. I have to paste the private key and click on import. But now I have to connect it to the Ganache network. So I can click on add network. And in this, I can see networks. Ethereum mainnet is connected. I want to connect the Ganache one. So I check my Ganache and this is fine. I name it something else. Add a network. Add a network manually. Network name Ganache. And from my Ganache, I can take the RPC server link. That is this. It tells so because I have already made an account. in Ganache and I want to connect it. So for that I go to general. We can see Ethereum is being used. So yeah, that's fine. So here I have to shift to Ganache. And there you go, we have our Ganache. So 100 Ethereums is connected. So Ganache is connected to MetaMask. We have got 100 Ethereums to spend. Now I go to Remix ID. This is the Remix ID, and we have created three contracts, smart contracts. One for user registration, one for the challenge management, how the challenge is being added in the blockchain block, and finally the carbon credits that are there. So suppose I want to deploy, so I run it. It runs correctly. Here we can see compilation successful, and here I want to connect. So here I want to connect this account, MetaMask, as you can see. So next and connect. I hope it was visible. I have connected my MetaMask. So we can see 100 ethers over here. So that account I have connected. Now I deploy. So it wants to do. I confirm the transaction, and we can see it has been successfully done. So now we go to the website, and similarly I have already deployed all these. So yeah, similarly I have done the rest. So now we have to go to the website. uh, this is the website that we have built, Carbon Smart Rewards Challenge Hub. That's what we have named it. Revolutionizing environmental action through blockchain. So we have described what the process is and how carbon footprint is calculated, then challenges and rewards, proof submission, blockchain-based validation, carbon credit rewards, environmental impact tracking, community engagement, and blockchain power trust. So about us, we have written what we have built. Now we go to the register. So user registration, I have done, I was working with this one, so I'll just take this. So I add this and I give a name, Ananya. I register. So we can see user registration transaction hash has been printed. Now what can I do? I can go to the carbon footprint. So we can see, let's calculate your current carbon footprint. So I put my age, that's 20, age in country India, and I can fill. As you can see, we have options to fill. And similarly, we can fill the whole form and then calculate the carbon. It's already filled. I have already filled the form. Like initially, there's the default filling that's there. So now I calculate the carbon footprint, and we see your carbon footprint is 4 metric tons of COE, and the block it is added to the block with the hash this. Now 4 metric tons of COE is my current carbon footprint till age 20. So living in a country like India. So now I have to view the challenges. I view the challenges and I see that there are 6 challenges that are listed, Carbon Smart Rewards challenges. And the first challenge is easy level, reduce your carbon footprint by 10%, reduce your carbon footprint by 40%, 70%. So easy is 10%, 50 carbon credits. Easy level gets 50 carbon credits. Medium level gets 100 carbon credits. Hard level gets 200 carbon credits. Similarly, we have these challenges where we reduce carbon footprint by 25%, 50 carbon credits. 50% and 85%. Likewise, the carbon credits are listed. Now I want to register for the third challenge. That's a 12-month challenge and 70% reduction. So let's try this challenge. Register for the challenge. I have registered and immediately it gets added to my blockchain block with challenge ID 3, the third one I selected. Now I have to submit the proof. So proof of reduction I want to submit. Suppose 12 months are over and I want to submit the proof of my reduction. So in that case, so it has already the instructions given. I add my age and okay, that's 21, and suppose I have started using something else. So I choose a picture. Then for air conditioning, I choose a picture. Maybe I'm using fans instead of air conditioning. And in that case, I'm using solar panels instead of normal fuels. So for fans, I can choose a picture. Then energy efficient appliances. I'm using energy efficient appliances now. So I can choose a picture. Accordingly, we can fill the whole thing. So after filling, calculate the carbon footprint. So we can see the calculated carbon footprint is proof of reduction of carbon footprint submitted successfully for validation. Once validated, it will be accepted into the blockchain or rejected based on which your block will be accepted or rejected and you will receive your rewards. So carbon footprint currently now is 2 metric tons. So the difference is 2. So likewise the challenge is performed and now I have to act as a validator. So in the blockchain there are other users who will be validating my proof of reduction. So for that, now suppose I am another user, different user. So I can make an account from this. This is another Ethereum account. So I add this and I add my teammate's name, Harshit, and register. User registered with transaction hash this. So he is also registered. Now he has to validate it. So for that I can so here it is. He gets the information that I have submitted in this link. So these are the images that I had uploaded. I use bicycle for traveling to work or school, and energy efficient appliances with insulation, fans, solar panels. So I have uploaded this data and now he can either validate or reject the data. So he has seen, he has checked the bills and everything, and he feels that it should be accepted. So he validates it. Then the block is accepted. At least for one user, the block is counted as accepted. Now, for example, he is not satisfied with what I have uploaded and he finds some fake information or incorrect information that I have given, false claim of reduction. In that case, he wants to reject it. So he will reject it and rejected block. So this way, the validation is done by a peer. And now, based on what has happened, what result is given by the whole blockchain community, I get to see my wallet. So, so I have been credited with 200 carbon rewards credits. So initially it was 0 and I have received this 200 carbon credits after the block has been validated by the reviewer. So I will also show the presentation. So initially this is the state. So in a block, there is user ID, initial carbon footprint, challenge ID, proof of reduction, new carbon footprint, carbon credits assigned. We have seen the homepage of the application. Then I have registered, registration successful. My carbon footprint is calculated as 4 metric ton. I went to the challenge page and I selected a challenge. I registered for the challenge with this transaction ID. And then proof of reduction, I have submitted proof of reduction, and the result I got was that there is a reduction, 2 metric ton reduction. Now, based on that calculation, um, my initial account wallet was balance was 0 ethers or 0 carbon credits. So once the validator had proved had seen the validator the proof of reduction of carbon footprint, he has accepted my block, and I got a increment of 200, like 200 carbon credits were sent to my wallet, was credited by my wallet. If he rejected the my block, then in that case 0 carbon credits would have been received. So this was the project, and um, with this we come to the end of the presentation. So in this we have used Ethereum, Remix ID for Solidity of smart contracts, MetaMask, and Ganache. And for the front end, we have used VS Code to deploy the code, and we have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Web3.js, Node.js to run the application front end and back end. Thank you.
I'm Nadodi Harshit Gaur. My registration number is 20MID 113. Now let us see the Solidity code. I'm opening the Atom. This is the Solidity code for the challenge management. This let us see the structure of the challenge management. It has the challenge ID, name, start time, end time, easy level target, or it is a mid level target or hard level target. This is the structure for it. In this, we are going to represent the and store the challenges. And to get the challenge ID, we are going to face dynamic ID to because challenge ID should be unique. Here we are generating the challenge ID as a unique. No challenge ID can be same. After we are getting the challenge ID, we are going to store in the structure. Now let us see the Solidity code for user management. This is the Solidity code for user management. Here we are going to store the username and password for login purpose and registration purpose. After that, a user registration completed, we are going to log in. With the help of the hash function, we are going to encode the password, and we are going to for user registration for user. We will take the name and password. After registration successful, user get the message as he's registered successfully. For login, we are going to take the password and username as a input. If both is match, user can successfully log in into their login, and they can continue the other registration parts or challenge for registration of the challenges. Now let us see the implementation of the code. This is a remix ID. Now let us see first we have to run the Solidity code here to registration for registration purpose of the user, and it is compiled successfully. Now we are going to deploy it. We selected the MetaMask and we are deploying it. Here MetaMask is connected. and we are confirming the transaction. First, let us see before Ganache. There is a before 8 blocks, sir. This is a account, Ethereum account. It has 99.99 gas limit balance. After that, we have the blocks. Now we have 8 blocks. Now we are going to make another transaction. It will make it 9. We are going to deploy it. We're confirming the transaction. Let's try again. Showing network is busy. Yeah, transaction is successful. Another block is added. Then we are going. Now let us see the user registration button, the login part. First, we are going to enter the username and password. We're going to register. Here we got the user successfully registered. Now we will check. It has the entered block 14. Successfully we trans user is registered. Now we are going to log in with the help of same username and the password. Username and password. Login. Yeah, it's successfully logged in. Now let us see the home page. When we click the about page, it will redirect it to the about us page and challenges page. Here we can see the challenges. Now we are going to try to register one. It is registered. And we are going to back and we will check for the registration. Is a registered challenge. For completing, we have to fill the form. By clicking the completion form, you will get this. After filling this all details, we are going to calculate the carbon footprint. This is an application we developed with the help of the Node.js and Web3. We use React, Express,